Today's episode, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, and how that squeaky wheel saved our infant daughter's life. Our daughter was born in the evening on December 30th. In the morning, the doctor came and said, I'm not sure, there might be something wrong. Her belly is a little bit bloated. And I had noticed that she was far less energetic than our son and had spit up something when after a few minutes after she was born. I was told that it was normal, it was amniotic fluid. I let it go at that, just assumed that the baby had a different personality than our very energetic son. And the doctor came in, said the belly seems to be distended. We need to take a look at this. The doctor left on a New Year's Eve jaunt out of the city, and the x-rays came back. They showed bloating and a distended possible obstruction of the bowel, which is very, very serious. And if it bursts, it results in death. The doctor returned to the hospital, looked at the x-ray, and set up things to go into surgery immediately, an emergency surgery. And unfortunately, the surgeon that they have on staff, the pediatric surgeon, was not available, was not answering their phone. It was New Year's Eve. They didn't know where he was. He set it up at the hospital next door, which happens to be the university hospital here. And we immediately took the baby over there. Everything was set up, but we were battling time. And the problem is, it's New Year's Eve, and there are plenty of people that are getting injured, seriously hurt. It's the evening on New Year's Eve, and they told us that, okay, we'll be able to serve her in a few hours because the operating rooms are completely full. And I said, okay, well, I guess that's what we have to do, but we're racing against time. Then they come and tell me, well, it looks like we're going to be delayed another couple of hours. Now, again, this is the time that we have originally scheduled for 10 o'clock, now moved to midnight on New Year's Eve, and it's not looking very, very hopeful. So I, knowing that we're battling the clock, went and talked with every single person I could find at the hospital with any leverage. I talked with the doctor in charge of the baby. He had told me that all the surgery rooms, that she's first in line, but we have to wait until the surgery rooms are open again because they're being used. And there are people that are already in the process, and your daughter's first in line, and there's nothing that we can do about it. So the wheel gets squeakier because I'm battling for my daughter's life. I can't just accept that if there's a possibility of changing this. And I went again to every single person. I went to the doctor. I went to the surgeon. I tried to get a hold of the anesthesiologist. I had people calling people. I had people calling this. And I was very, very nice. In Thailand, the one thing you never do is yell at somebody, because then they shut down and the answer is no permanently. So, of course, I didn't raise my voice, but I was very emotional. I was trying to save her life. That's the only thing that I cared about. And I know that both my wife and myself would be absolutely heartbroken if anything really, really tragic were to happen to her. And even if they did the surgery, it's no guarantee, but at least we're giving her the best chance possible. So I went to everybody that I know. The wheel just got squeakier and squeakier and squeakier, but in a very nice way. And although there was a lot of emotion, and it probably is coming up in me right now as I discuss it. And eventually, after half an hour, 45 minutes of doing this, of racing around, and somebody had mercy on us, and they opened up another operating room. She got in at the originally scheduled time of approximately 10 p.m. The surgery was successful. She's not out of the woods yet, but she's on the mend. Had we waited, it might have very well resulted in the bowel bursting and death to our infant daughter. There's 1 in 5,000 people, 1 in 5,000 babies are born with this challenge, and nobody really knows why it takes place. She is on the mend, thank God. Now, the lesson here is, aside of telling you the story and not taking no for an answer, but being nice about it and just continually to battle in any way that you can and flow like water, Wu Wei, as the Taoists put it, but flow like water, but at the same time keep applying pressure and be very nice about it. But in life, we ask for what we want. You squeak. If you don't go and you don't ask that girl out, she's never gonna have the opportunity to say yes. If you just ask for what you want and you do so confidently and you're persistent and you know your outcome and your goal, you're so much more likely to achieve it. But if you don't squeak, nothing's gonna happen. So you all of us, me, we have to go out there and state what we want affirmatively and say that this is my intention. And then people can say yes or no, but at least you tried. And I would have never, ever forgiven myself if I had not tried at minimum to bump my daughter's surgery up. And then, Lord have mercy, they opened up another surgery room. So squeak away, let your wheel squeak. And this year, this new year, state what you want and go after it. It's not just a motivational thing, it is just a strategic thing to keep going and let your wheel squeak. Squeak, 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 said the little mouse. Except in this case, the lion did roar. And I'm very grateful because she's on the mend and things are looking good. She's going to be in the hospital for 2 weeks, maybe a month, maybe sooner. But anyways, we've given her the best opportunity. And as parents, that's really the only thing that we can do is to give your children the best opportunity to lead happy and healthy lives. And that was my only outcome. So peace and blessings this new year. State what you want affirmatively. And God bless. Have a great day in New Year because